Vanakkam. This is Chandralekha, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechatronics Engineering, K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Today, we are going to see about hazard control measures from the course Industrial Safety Engineering. The contents of this particular topic is, we are going to see what is meant by hazard, what are the types of hazard, and how hazard can be controlled. Let us see the definition. What is hazard? Hazard is nothing but an inherent physical, chemical, biological or any property which has a tendency to cause harm to the people, property and the environment. In short, hazard is called as unsafe condition. But normally in industries, they interchangeably use hazard as well as risk. Hazard, sometimes they refer as hazard and sometimes they refer as risk. But basically, hazard is an unsafe condition, whereas risk is an unsafe act. Let us see what are the types of hazard that is available in the industrial sectors. There are so many hazards, but these hazards, they are basically broadly classified into physical hazard, chemical hazard, biological hazard, ergonomical hazard and psychosocial hazard. Physical hazard normally refers to the hazards that is in the physical environment. Noise, vibration, temperature extremities, workplace hazards, all these comes under physical hazard. Chemical hazard is the hazards due to the chemicals may be flammable, explosive, corrosion, reactivity, all these come under chemical hazard. Biological hazard, we all aware of this biological hazard through pandemic. So this biological hazard is due to bacteria, virus, fungi and the microorganisms, some pathological things, pathogens. So all these contributes to the biological hazard. Ergonomical hazard is the way of handling, normally material handling. So awkward posture, repetitive strain, all these comes under ergonomical hazard. Even this carpal tunnel syndrome, tennis elbow, work-related musculoskeletal disorders, all these come under the ergonomical hazard. And psychosocial hazard. Whatever hazards we have seen so far, physical, chemical, biological, ergonomical, these sort of hazards, they affect our physical health, whereas psychosocial hazard affects our mental health. So it may be a reason for the stress, anxiety, fatigue, all these comes under this psychosocial hazard. So let us see how to mitigate this hazard, how to control these hazards in the work atmosphere. This is the hazard control hierarchy, where the most effective one is elimination and the least effective one is personal protective equipment. So the hierarchy, it starts like that. First we have to eliminate the hazard, then substitute the hazard, go for engineering control and then administrative control and personal protective equipment. Whereas this first elimination, so first we have to assess the hazard, what sort of hazard it is, how frequent or how severe it is. So based on the thing and based on the work practice and the work nature, we have to try whether there is a possibility to eliminate that hazard, whether we can physically remove that hazard from that workplace. So this is the first control of hierarchy in the hazard elimination. Then next one is substitution. So if you cannot eliminate that particular hazard, we have to look for an alternative. What can be substituted in that place so as to minimize or so as to mitigate those hazard exposure to the workers. So you can go for a replacement of that particular hazard with less severity. And then we have to go for the engineering control. Engineering control is we can go for an inherent safe design where we will not have an hazard that threaten the people or that causes harm to the people. So through engineering control, we can isolate the people from the hazard. If suppose elimination is not possible in the workplace, and substitution is also not possible in the workplace, what we can do is we can do an engineering control measure, we can do an inherent safe design so that people will be separated or isolated from that particular hazard. So this is how engineering control works out here. And then we can go for the administrative control. So doing all these, either going for elimination or substitution or else like engineering control, doing all this, we have to give a protocol, a set of standard operating procedure, or else safety operating procedure, and some sort of guidelines, code of practice, or some sort of policies. These things that will come under the administrative controls. So you can just change the way the people work in that particular work atmosphere. So based on this hierarchy, elimination, substitution, engineering control, administrative control, even all this is given, we have to provide PPE, which is called as the last line of defense for the workers. Though PPE does not prevent accident, even if the accident occurs, the worker may get injured, but the severity will be less if he or she wears the helmet or else whatever the personal protective equipment which is much required for that particular work. So this PPE protect the worker with the personal, so you can just suggest suitable PPE for them. So these are the hierarchy of the controls where elimination is the most effective and PPE is the less effective. Okay, fine. Thank you for watching. We'll see in the next module. Keep learning and growing. Thank you.